Hello and welcome to today's vlog. Yes, we're outside. You can't spend all the time in isolation indoors. You've got to go out and get some fresh air. Of course you have. So today I'm out with my daughter walking a dog. Why not? It's a beautiful day. Let's get some fresh air. What else have we got today? Some bacon sizzles in a pan, something prickly's in the hedge, and an old bird gets stuffed. Well, that sounds like a packed show today, doesn't it? It's starting to turn into a bit of a cooking program. I didn't intend it to be that, but there you go. That's what I've been doing recently, and if you're happy with that, then obviously I'll carry on. I will be doing other things as we progress. Look at this, what we've found here. Harry's found a hedgehog. Don't know what he's doing here.
Where's this little snake? Hi, what are you doing?
Well, here we are. This is a great little park. It's a wildlife sanctuary, actually. It was old wasteland a few years ago, and it was transformed by the locals into this beautiful haven for wildlife. Fantastic. Obviously it's open, and if you're self-isolated and you've got to keep your old distance, then this is a perfect place to come out and get some fresh air. Well, there we go. That's a quick walk around the village. Meanwhile, back in the kitchen. So here's a regular sized chicken, and I've made a few holes in the chicken breast at the top. I've cut up some little bits of garlic. I'm just going to insert those into the 4 holes that I've made. That'll make the garlic flavour permeate into the chicken breast. Now I've chopped up an onion, quartered it actually, shoved one up the back end, pardon me, and here we've got some wild rosemary. I knew wild rosemary. She's a wild bird. I'll sprinkle that liberally over the chicken. I've already coated it with some vegetable oil. That's all you need. Just a good dollop of any vegetable oil will be fine. And then we're going to pop that in the oven about 180, 190, and it's going to go in there for about an hour or so. I've got some carrots here. I've cut them up into batons. That's thin strips. And I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. There's already about 200 ml of water in with the carrots. So a good liberal sprinkling of sugar, give them a sweet touch. And then a really good dollop of butter. A sort of James Martin amount of butter. That's gone in there. And then finally, the star ingredient, actually called star anise. You want 4 of those for this sort of size saucepan. There we go, 4 star anise. And then they'll need to be boiled up for about 20 to 25 minutes. Now here's some potatoes I've just boiled, got to the boiling stage and then turned them off. And now we're going to add their star ingredient, which is semolina. This is actually coarse semolina. I don't know why it's called coarse semolina. It never swore at me. But there we go. A couple of tablespoons of coarse semolina. And then what you're going to do is put the lid on and chuff them up. A good chuffing. And what this will do is it will make sure that you get nice crispy edges on your potatoes. There we go. Chuffed to perfection. So in order for the perfect roast potatoes, you need some goose fat. I have tried this with vegetable fat, but goose fat is the best. Get it really, really hot. Good 5-10 minutes at highest heat you can get the oven. And then put the potatoes in carefully, because that is red hot. That's the reason why you use goose fat, because goose fat has got a very high boiling point. Mix those around a little bit, still being careful because that goose fat is still incredibly hot. And obviously put them in the oven. They're going to go in for about 35 to 40 minutes. So timing is always the key with any good cooking. And then once they've been at full temperature, turn them down to about 200. And there we go. After about 30-40 minutes, we've got the carrots well underway and the chicken's already out. And look at that bird. Doesn't she look fab? Well tanned. Now obviously you've got some bits and pieces in the bottom of the pan that you've got the chicken in, add some flour, a good couple of tablespoons of flour. That will soak up the fat, and then add some boiling water. You can add some stock if you want, stock cube. You'll probably find that it won't all come together straight away, but if you put it on a heat, it will actually come together. And obviously you make that as thick or as thin as you want. Add some more water. And there we go. We like quite a thick gravy. You can make it runnier by just adding some more hot water. The only other thing on the plate there is a carrot and swede mash. That's just in a microwave container. So there we go. Hope you learnt a few things. That's all for today. I'll be posting something else in a few days' time. Cooking chicken curry tonight. Yes, I know, it's chicken overload, isn't it, at the moment? I've eaten so much chicken, I should probably have bigger breasts and a lot of feathers at this rate. Anyway, see you the next time. Don't forget, keep safe.